Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another knife review for you. Today we have the Benchmade Bugout CF Elite, the newest version of the Bugout. They're just announcing these at SHOT Show right now, also with a mini Bugout, which I'm really excited about that. But this one actually is the one that's going to be closest to being available. This is shipping in the next week or two. You can pre-order it on several sites, and some of the other Benchmade ones you can pre-order as well. I'm definitely going to pre-order the mini Bugout, so you'll see that coming up. But this is the first one I got. The CF Elite indicates new scales. That's the biggest difference. A lot of people complained about the Bugout being a bit too flexy. I never found it to be a problem, but they did address it. So the CF Elite scales, they have a little bit of carbon, a little bit of graphite in them. It's still mostly, kind of plastic, but instead of like how the original Bugout, which we're going to compare it to here at the end. So if you want to see like really what the differences are, I will show you that at the end of this video. But I call this fancy plastic, the Grivery scales. This is like super fancy plastic or ultra fancy plastic. And you know what? They're not charging that much extra for it. The Bugout price did go up this year. It's $127.50. This is $144. $144.50. Let me make sure I have that right. Yeah, $144.50. So not a huge price increase, and there is definitely a difference. It is only available in this wholly blacked out version. And you know what? When I asked my buddy Zach from Zach Stuff to get me one, I totally planned on changing the thumb studs and doing a blade swap and making a satin blade one. But you know what? I really kind of like the all black look. I don't think I'm going to do that. I really thought that I was going to. This is my personal Bugout that I've had for a long time. I really plan on doing the blade swap, but I do kind of dig the all blacked out look. And I do have to say, to Benchmade's credit, they do a pretty good job with the coating. I normally hate coated blades, but I mean, I've had my Super Freak for quite a while and it's only got a couple minor little scuffs on it. So yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it as is. And this will be my new Bugout for, size comparisons and all that stuff. Because other than the scale material, it's pretty much exactly the same as the old Bugout. So we're not going to do like a full review here. If you want to see that, wait till the end, and there's a link to related videos. You can go down and check those out. Because 99.9% of the stuff about this is the same. I am going to go through some stats, though, just in case this is the first Bugout video you've ever seen. You have an overall length of 7.45 inches, blade length of 3.24 inches. You have a blade thickness pretty thin at 0.09 inches. Handle thickness also very thin at 0.42 inches. And a weight on this one of just 1.8 ounces, which Benchmade gets the golf clap because that is exactly what it weighed on my scales. So yeah, when you get it right down to, the thousandths like that, yeah, you get the golf clap. Very good job, guys. Like I said, completely blacked out. I think my favorite thing about it is I really like it aesthetically, I really like the finish they put on the axis lock studs. That looks really cool. And I really like these gray back spacers. They are pretty sexy. Like I said, I wish they hadn't coated the blade, but it does look pretty good. I do have to begrudgingly admit. Same pocket clip you get on the regular Bugout. And we'll do a few size comparisons. I am not going to redo the Battle to the Death with the Spyderco Para 3 until the Spy 27 one comes out. And then, yes, I'm going to redo the same Battle to the Death I did with the Bugout, because now, like, they both have upgraded versions. So what a great excuse to do it again. So as soon as the Spy 27 steel version of this comes out, I'll be redoing that Battle to the Death, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really excited to get this, just to try that Spy 27 steel. I don't know if it's a gimmick or not, but whatever. Spyderco's own exclusive steel. It's going to be fun. But you can see the size there. And another Battle to the Death that I am going to redo, because now that they have a more expensive version of this and one with a slightly stiffer handle, I think it is worth redoing with the Hogue Deca. Probably going to have to get a regular one. I don't have a regular one anymore. I had loaners, so this is the Warncliffe blade, but yeah, and also it's a good excuse to buy another Deca. So I'm probably going to get the black one with the clip point, and I probably will redo that Battle to the Death at some point and get the size of those two. And then just for giggles, we will just for reference point, if you've never seen a bug out before, if you live in a hole in Montana or somewhere, no offense, guys, to Montana, it's a lovely state, but I imagine if you wanted to go live in a hole, that's probably where you'd go. We have the Spyderco PM2 and the full-size Benchmade Griptilian. Now, the thing you guys most want to know, I would assume, and this is the thing I want to spend the most time on, is how does it compare to the original bug out? Is it actually stiffer? Is it actually lighter? Well, here we go with the OG. Same exact blade profile, everything. This is just coated. Is it stiffer? Yeah. Noticeably so. Is it noticeable in use? I'm not really sure, but if you want to do that thing that made the internet freak out about the bug out, how you could squeeze the scales and almost make them touch, I'm telling you, in daily life, it don't matter. But a lot of people really wigged out about it. A lot of people have done videos about what it takes to break a bug out. Spoiler alert, it's a lot. It's not anything normal people would ever do. Is this stiffer? Yeah, I can't. I can make them flex still, but there's no way I can get them even close to what I did on the OG. Again, doing back to back. Yeah, and I'm pushing as hard as I freaking can, and that's as far as I can get it. So, well done there. Is it lighter? Let's see. I already know the answer, that yes, it is, but I'm going to show you exactly how much. We have my little scales here. Fire them up. Wait for them to, so we have, like I said, oh, now it came out to 1.81. And maybe I gave the golf clap too soon. No, there we go. 1.80 or 1.1. It's close enough. Still enough for the golf clap. So that's what we have on the new CF Elite. On the original, 1.88. Is it a huge difference? No, it isn't. But is it something you're going to notice? No, you're not going to notice that. But I think you will notice the additional stiffness. Yeah, pretty happy with this. I do have to say, I do think it was a worthy upgrade, especially since they're not charging a ridiculous amount for it. Yeah, because I didn't know what this thing was going to wind up costing, and $144.50 versus $127.50. Make sure I have that right. Yeah, $127.50, $144.50. Yeah, get that one. Unless you are just religiously opposed to coated blades, which some people are, and I'm very close to that. I will admit, I'm very close to being at that position. But Benchmade does do a really good job on their coatings, and they hold up pretty well. So I just don't understand why you coat S30V. I guess they just wanted that whole black look, and it's just for aesthetics. I don't like it when companies do stuff just for aesthetics. I wish it had some kind of... I understand when companies coat like D2 or Crew Wear or whatever. I don't like it, but I understand it. And my other Benchmade that's coated, the Super Freaks M4, it's not a stainless steel, so I understand it. I understand the thought process behind it anyway. Wish they hadn't, but they did. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I do have to say, it was a very good upgrade. When I first heard about it, I'm like, it's still just fancy plastic. But like I said, it's ultra fancy plastic, and it looks good. This is one thing I didn't touch on when I talked about the aesthetics. It looks cool. It's kind of sparkly. I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of shiny and sparkly. It definitely does not look or feel as cheap as the Bug Out. That's a complaint a lot of people had about it. I didn't really have that big a complaint about that, but a lot of people just thought it looked and felt cheap. This definitely looks pricier, feels pricier. Yeah, good upgrade. Definitely. I do recommend, if you're going to buy one, unless you just really don't want the coated blade, get the CF Elite. It's not that much more. It's like, what, 2 value meals more expensive, and it is a good upgrade. I just wish they offered it with a satin blade. Maybe they will in the future. And I did not look at the mini bug outs to see if they're CF Elite or not. I know that the CF Elite material they are going to be using on other knives. I know I saw just recently on the Blade HQ site and the upcoming stuff, they have some Presidios with the CF Elite on it, which I really kind of want. a Presidio 2 with that CF Elite scale, because I liked the Presidio 2 a lot, but it was kind of heavy. So I do kind of want to try that out. But I don't know if the Mini has that or not. I didn't look, but you'll see those coming up. I'm definitely going to be getting both of those. I'm sure I'm going to get a Mini Bugout and a Presidio 2 CF Elite of some version. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. Check it out. And they are available for pre-order in lots of places. So go search your favorite knife retailer. And if you're watching this in the future, they're probably just available because this is a regular production. It's not a limited edition or anything. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.